Hey friends, this is the Miss Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead, and today I'm going to be transplanting my baby seedling plants into homemade paper pots. So what you're going to need for this is some newsprint. If you don't have newsprint, use your grocery store circulars or flyers. You're going to need a tray, a drip tray. You're going to need a bag of good potting mix. Now some people mix their own, and I've done it in the past, but they didn't have everything I needed at the hardware store. But this is Pro Mix potting mix. It has our microactive organic growth enhancer. It grows plants 20% bigger, guaranteed. Water saving, and feeds up to 9 months. So this is the good stuff. This is what we want. So let's get started. Okay, I found Papa's shaving cream can because, well, we know he never really uses it. But I like it because it has an indented bottom. And the best part about these pots that you make yourself is that you can make them as big, as tall, or as short as you want, depending on the plant you're planting. So, I'm going to fold our corner down properly. All right. So let's make our next pot for a tomato. See, folding this in helps it from coming undone. And we're just going to put, now, you put this corner in, the one with your thing, you put that in first so that the rest of the paper folds down around it and holds it into place. You give it a good firm pressure without pushing that, and a rub, and it'll hold it into place. Now we're going to take our handy dandy canning funnel, and because I'm planting a tomato, I'm only going to put just like a couple of tablespoons of soil in the bottom here. When I planted these or transplanted these into a bit of soil, I added some of my crushed toasted eggshells. That's always good for tomatoes. This tomato plant has gotten really tall, and if you look really close, you can see hairs along the stem. Every one of those hairs has the potential to be a root, and because we want these to bush out, okay, and not grow more leggy, we want them to have a really good root system. So we are just going to put that right down inside our paper pot so that the first set of leaves that you get when you grow the seed is almost level with the edge of the paper. Oops, sorry, baby. Didn't mean to get dirty face. There we go. All right. And we want to pack this down fairly good too, because you want it to have a good amount of soil. Now, the reason we use paper pot, we use newsprint and flyers that have been made with vegetable oil ink or printed with vegetable oil ink, is because once you go to put these in the garden, you can put the whole paper pot in. So we're just going to take our little tomato, and they're going to droop probably for the first few hours because they don't like to be messed with and moved. But that's okay. We're going to get these planted and put them back under the light so that they can perk back up. Okay, so I'm making the pots for my cabbages a little bit more shallow because they don't grow up like tomatoes and peppers and that do. And I'm going to fill them all really, I'm going to fill them almost all the way full. This is really light soil, it packs really easy. And I'm just going to put a hole in the center. Hello, my little cabbages. These are my cabbages. I have about 18 of them. I'm really actually not sure how many I have. But as you can see, they're starting to get a little yellow and they're getting a little droopy. And why is that? Let's pick the droopiest one. Because they're not maintaining enough water in the pots, in the seed cells that they're in. We're going to pop that down in there. Yes, Mommy's little cabbages. I don't know why, folks, but I've been talking to I talk to my plants, okay? And been having the most wonderful conversations with them. But every night when I turn their light out, I go, "Good night, Mummy's little cabbages." I know I'm nuts. All right, let's give him, see, he's got a really droopy leaf. These guys could not have waited another day to be transplanted because the amount of soil they were sitting in was not giving them enough water. It was not retaining enough water. There just wasn't enough soil to hang on to the water. So here are my cabbages in their paper pots, and they're doing beautifully. My tomatoes, on the other hand, are not. I don't know why. They're just not. I mean, they're getting the moisture and all that stuff. I have no idea. They just are not doing as well as tomatoes have done in the past. I'm going to give them a chance, but you just don't know. My pepper plants are doing also beautifully. So I think this may be an issue with the tomato plants themselves. This is the Miss Volfie from Our Half Acre Homestead saying, homemade paper pots. If you're not making them, you're buying them. Take care. Bye-bye.